Society calls this control, but science calls it a neurological need for predictability. If you're the type of person who needs to know exactly what's going to happen before leaving home, if you plan every detail, every time, every possible scenario, this video will help you understand why your brain works this way. And no, you're not neurotic. There's something called uncertainty intolerance. It's not just a fad. It's a characteristic of your nervous system. Your brain has a low tolerance for the unpredictable. When you don't know what's coming, your prefrontal cortex goes on high alert. Cortisol rises. Anxiety skyrockets. But when you plan, when you have control over the variables, your brain releases dopamine. The feeling of security is chemical. Literally. You didn't choose to be this way. Your brain was programmed to seek patterns, predictability, order. And that's not a defect. It's neural architecture. And do you know why you hate surprises? Because the world is already chaotic enough. Unexpected things at work, changing traffic, people canceling at the last minute. You don't control any of that. But when you plan your week, your appointments, your routine, you create an island of control in the middle of the chaos. It's your brain saying, here, at least here, I know what to expect. And that's not neuroses. It's an emotional survival strategy. It's intelligent. Now comes the part that will surprise you. A study from the University of Waterloo found that people who plan ahead perform better at solving complex problems. Why? Because they mentally simulate scenarios before they happen. They've already thought of plans B, C, and D. While everyone else is improvising in desperation, you've already mapped out the possibilities. This isn't rigidity. It's preparation. This isn't fear. It's strategic intelligence. You think 3 steps ahead, and that sets you apart. And look, I know what they tell you. Relax. Be more spontaneous. Live in the moment. But you know what? Happiness isn't about being disorganized. It's not about constantly improvising. For you, happiness is knowing that everything is under control. It's opening your planner and seeing everything aligned. It's about not having unpleasant surprises. And that's valid. You don't need to force a spontaneity that makes you anxious just to please others. Your way of living is as legitimate as anyone else's. But pay attention. There's a fine line. Planning because it makes you feel safe and confident. Perfect. Perfect. Planning because you're terrified that everything will go wrong if you don't control every detail. That's different. If you cancel plans when something deviates even slightly from the script, if you panic at the slightest unforeseen event, if planning has become a prison, not a tool, then it's no longer about control. It's about fear. Ask yourself, does this organize me or paralyze me? If you identify with this profile, subscribe to the channel. Leave a like too, because here we talk about how people really work. Without judgment, just understanding. And I want you to be part of this community. Now imagine, Sunday night, you're sitting with your notebook or your phone. You're organizing your week. Monday, meeting at 9 a.m. Tuesday, gym at 7 a.m. Wednesday, dinner at 8 p.m. Everything in its place. Every time set. And as you write, you feel that calm taking over, that feeling of everything's all right. You close the notebook, take a deep breath, and sleep peacefully because you know exactly what's coming next. And that gives you peace. So understand one thing. You're not boring. You're not inflexible. You're not overly anxious. You just need predictability to function well. And that's okay. Planning isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign that you know your needs and respect them. You don't live on autopilot. You live with intention, with purpose. With purpose. And that makes you more conscious than most people out there. Now tell me, do you also need to plan everything? Comment below. And you can wait, because the next video will talk about something that will affect you in a way you can't imagine. Don't miss it.